Alright, so the first skill to this unit is skill 2.1. Alright, we're working with equivalent and simplifying fractions. Okay? We're working with equivalent and simplifying fractions. So, equivalent. What does that word mean? Equivalent. Raise your hand. Lauren. Equal. The same. Okay? 5 equals 5. 2 equals 2. So on and so forth. Right? Okay? So we're looking for two fractions that are the same. Okay? So, on our first example, let's go ahead and do find equivalent fractions for 2/3. We're going to find equivalent fractions for the fraction 2/3. Okay? So, if I have 2/3, how would I go about finding a fraction that may be equivalent? Any ideas how we go about that? How would I go about finding another fraction that would equal it? How could I make my own? Forrest? Multiply it by 2. Now, do I multiply the top by 2 or the bottom by 2?
Bottom. And then you add the top. Is that right?
What do I do? What I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. So if I multiply both by 2, what do I get?
4, 6.
4, 6. 4, 6 is the same thing as 2/3. Very good, Forrest. Well, is that the only equivalent fraction?
No.
Kai?
No, one fraction.
Yeah.
So it's just 4/6 is simplified into 2/3.
We'll get to that tomorrow. Okay? How can I get an, is there a question?
I'll have to leave the times 2 again.
So multiply this by 2?
Both. Yeah.
4 and 6 by 2? Okay, so that's one way. So what do we get? 8 twelfths. That's the same thing as 2/3, which is equal to 4/6. Well, can I multiply 2/3 by another number and get an equivalent fraction?
Sure.
You bet. Try 3. What do we get? 6/9. All these fractions. Boom, 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 boom. They're all equal. Okay? They're all equal. Alright? So how do you go about finding equivalent fractions? You have to multiply them. You have to multiply them. Okay? Good. Any questions on what we've done so far? No questions? Alright. Done? Done? Okay, so now you can start taking the test. So get your notes. And here you go. So grab your notes and then go take. Do you have your notes already? Go get them and start taking the test. Shh. Alright, so the next thing we need to do, is we're going to find missing values that makes equations equal. Okay? We're going to find missing value that makes equations equal. So our example is going to be find the missing value. Alright, find the missing value. So, say you were given this problem. 3/5, and it's equal to question mark 60. 3/5 is equal to question mark 60. How would I go about finding what this question mark would be? What's one way to do this? Antoine? Take it times, what times 3? 3 and 5 times 3? And that's going to give me the question mark? No, not quite. You have the right idea though, multiplication. Remember? We had to multiply, to find an equivalent fraction, we had to multiply both the top and bottom by the same number. Yes, you have to show your work. So, Marcus.
Find C16, C5 going to 60, and then
So you're trying to say what times 5 gets us 60? 12. Well, what we do to the bottom,
do the top.
we got into the top.
3 times 12 is 36.
3 times 12 is 36. So question mark is equal 36. Okay? That's one way to do it. That's one way to think about it. Okay? I have another way. It's called, I like to call it my circle method. Okay? So say I have this fraction, 5/9, and it is equal to question mark 36. Okay? You can still do the same process. It is the same process as what we did here. Okay? Which side is the question mark on? The left or the right? It's on the right. Okay? So I'm going to start with the number that goes with the question mark. That's 36. I'm going to circle all the way around until I get to the question mark. Well, the first thing I do when I move from right to left, because that's that where I'm starting, and I'm going to the left, if I go to right to left, I divide. What's 36 divided by 9?
4.
4.
Oh.
Well, whatever I get, I'm going to multiply that by my numerator. What's 5 times 4?
20.
Guess what? We just found the question mark. And in essence, that's what we did here. We had to do 60 divided by 5. We figured out it was 12. And then we did 3 times 12 to get 36. Okay.
Your way of like doing it backwards. Kinda.
Not really. It's what we did here, pretty much. You had to figure out what 5 times 1 got you 60, right? Well, can't you just do 60 divided by 5? You got 12, so then you do 3 times 12. Right? So try it on your own. Try this one. See if you can do this one. Try that one. See if you can get it. Show me the work.
This bit. Yeah, simplify.
No. So, where do I begin? Where do I start? Kiana, where do I start?
Could you times like 4?
Well, hold on. No. You're thinking like this way, right? Is that the way you're doing it? Okay. So if I was using my circle method, though, where would I start? That's my question I'm asking.
The side of the question mark.
Okay, good. And I start with 16, right? What side is the question mark on? Right. So when I go right to left, what do I start off doing? Divide. So what is 16 divided by 4? Kiana? 4. And then I do 7 times 4. What do I get? Pretty easy, right? Well, what if I had this? What if I had that problem? Where would I start? Where would you start? AJ?
At the 8 and go around.
At the 8 and go around, so how am I going to go around?
Divide.
8 divided by 56? Wowzers. No.
7, isn't it?
Okay, so 8 divided by 7 is 56? Huh? You have to multiply, because which way are we going now? Left to right. Remember when we went left to right here, what did we do? We multiplied. When we went from left to right here, what did we do? So 8 times what is 56? 7. So then we need to divide 21 by 7. What do we get? 3. So when your circle is going this way, it's divide and multiply. When it's going this way, it's multiply and divide. Alright? Questions on what we're doing?
No.
Feel pretty confident about what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
We got homework now.
Yep, you do get the homework.
I'll finish it.
You need to show me your work. That will be it for the rest of the day.